Amazon's Jeff Bezos paid $3 billion with the hope he'll live longer. What a headline. Here's the problem. Well, paid is there's probably a little finesse there because I believe this is an investment. Jeff Bezos made a large investment in biotech startup Altos Labs 1 year ago. And what's $3 billies to a guy like Bezos? We already know Bezos stands for Billies, which is working to cure aging. Alphabet Inc. co-founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin are also funding research into prolonging death. Ooh, talk about big business. You want prolonged death, sir? Pony up. Rejuvenation no longer just for the human face, but possibly the human race. Face race, bars, freestyle. Not for the human race, not for the human face, for the human race. This technology has been developed by this biotech company. Apparently can extend the lifespan of mice by 7%. What do you want to pay me for 7 points on your life?
$3 billion, apparently.
Oh, you got stuff to get done? You want to go make amends? You have apologies that you have to distribute to people?
Yeah.
You want to go shake some hands? You got a bucket list? Here's what I'm going to charge you for 7 points on your lifespan.
That sounds like a bargain, actually.
Although the breakthrough hasn't been peer-reviewed, San Diego-based Rejuvenate Bio claims it has been successful in reprogramming the genes of small rodents, causing mice to live an average of 18 weeks longer following the treatment than the control group, according to MIT Technology Review. What could this mean for humans? Oh, I don't know. Mice are kind of like humans. Figure out the cell situation with us, slow down the aging, make it expensive. What happens, Will? Some people live longer than others. It's like everything else.
Would you?
And what's going to happen when the billionaires live longer than the general public? I was watching, what was I watching? I'm watching some show where the lifespan is different for different, they're like, oh, was it the witches or something? They live for 300 years.
Vampires.
What about in Star Wars? Isn't Yoda for how many years?
Thousand,
is he a couple thousand years old? So
that's why he's so wise.
The wisdom's out of control. He's just toying with everyone else.
Yeah.
You ready for Bezos to toy with you? Or not to toy with you, but to toy with your offspring. Because he's seen it all. He's been here for 2,000 years.
Yeah.
What about when Bezos turns into Yoda?
I wonder if he looks the same.
He's green and he's swinging sabers, and you're not ready for that. You're just out there on Tatooine.
I'm still alive?
I don't know. Your offspring.
What's a Star Wars plug?
I don't know. Your offspring. What else do people live long? What about in your Game of Thrones? Those dragons must have been old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty old.
So, listen. Or who knows? Maybe everybody gets access. Maybe it's like everything else, like smartphones. The cost comes down. I don't know. We want to look at it that way. Over time, the cost comes down. But imagine you get to a point of like price per day, price per minute. Can you go in there and I need that gene treatment. I need a week. I only need a week. Come on, doctor. Give me a week, doctor. Give me a week. They're like, you're a little late on your payments.
And is it like a shot? What is it? What do you think?
It's a therapy of sorts. Suppose, for example, we had a kind of vaccine for the pandemic of age. The pandemic of age. Potentially exacerbate all the kinds of existing inequalities that we have. The longer you're around, the more your wealth compounds. And the wealthier you are. That's right. You're just making all these investments. And
right.
That's one way to look at it. But could we also... Maybe we could look at the other way and just say, no, actually, it's going to get distributed to everyone. Everyone's just going to live longer. It's going to be super cheap. Will, why are you looking at me like that?
Would you do it? What if it's just 7%?
Some people are saying it could be a subscription service, $4.99 a month.
Yeah.
Guys, I got to cancel my Netflix. I'm dying too fast. I got to slow it down.
What if the max is 7%?
Well, listen, if we just...
Isn't that It's not too bad.
If
isn't
we
it?
just look at it for the technology, then there should be some appreciation. It's pretty cool that if we could freeze aging, like slow it down. That's pretty cool. And so I know everything has to be political and everything else. It's 2023 and it's just the way things are. But just look at the technology and say, damn, as humans, damn, we're so crafty.
Yeah.
Like slowing down death itself.
Mother Nature.
Imagine 70% became 70%. Or sorry, 7% became 70%.
Yeah.
I wonder at which point people would start slowing it down right from the age of maturity because your brain is still developing and such. What happens? Where would you lock yourself, Will? What age would you, if you could just freeze it and be like, you know what? I'm going to spend, I would like to spend the next 10 years at the age of 25.
I don't mind 25.
You were going to say 25.
Or maybe like 30. Still a little spry.
But your mind and experiences.
It's like 1,000 years.
This is all very interesting, isn't it? Because we were talking the other day about wearing your age and how the way everyone treats you is different, and like speaking about respect and things like that. And probably the way you approach things is in some way a consequence of age. So this is very curious. There's massive social implications, Will.
What would you do?
Technology and massive social implications.
7%. Come on, bud.
Yeah. Well, listen, I don't even know how to price such a thing. I can't even imagine pricing such a thing. It seems priceless.
What if it was free?
It seems priceless, dude.
The price of a hot dog. Hurry up. Go.
Wait, I'm getting 7% longer for a hot dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously I'm doing that.
You would?
Okay. Crazy.
Come
on, man. It depends how experimental it actually ends up subtracting. They're like, we put the wrong one.
Yeah.
We actually cut you short 7. We went on the subtraction.
The other serum.
Imagine you got people that are actually expediting their death. They're like, I only want like another 10. Weird.